So here is the board we've been messing around with. The colors, it was green just prior to this, but to demonstrate these functions, I'm going to change the deck color to white because these functions over here are the art part of what we're going to do. So first, adding text, just click on that and it will put the default word aloha here with a set color and font. You can grab the corner to expand it and contract it. It will not go beyond the edge of the board. There is a mask there, so you can tell if something is not going to print. But you can grab this handle and turn it and rotate it if you want to do something along the center line or something off angle, edgy and catchy. And if you're trying to get it straight and it's not quite locking in, over here on the rotation part, you can just set this back to 0 and it will reset. Or obviously you can put it at 90 and it will shift it 90 automatically. But for the sake of this, we'll put it back at 0 so we can read it. You can just select and change the text right on it. It's not going to fit, so can shrink it down. Maybe we want a different color, make it a little bit more prominent, and obviously italicize it, put it in bold, underline it. If you want to change the proportions, you can click that, and now you can stretch it, and it will not stay in the same style it just was. If you don't like what you just did, you can click up here, undo that last change. And now here is a good point. We now cannot select the text because we got off of it. So we can go back over to our layers panel, and this is where all the elements on your board are. And if you just click on the four-way arrow, it brings you back to how to alter that. So right here, this is the text size. We're going to leave that the same. We change the rotation, but sometimes your text is on a same color, and if you want it to pop out, the outline is how we can outline it in a certain color and give it a drop shadow or something. So we've selected the color. You can just dial that up, and you can see pretty easily it has prominent border around it. If, say, we had it here on the side of our board and I want it to match the contour, you can curve the text and adjust the angle, and as well it gives you this spacing so you can stretch the letters out. You can see now it kind of matches the board. We can decrease the angle of the curve so it hugs it exactly, and say we want it on the other side, doesn't really fit, we can just click the reverse and bend it the opposite way. One of the valuable functions, I'm going to turn it back normal. If you write text or some of these other things, these functions here, the toggle flip is like putting anything in a mirror. You can center to the center of your board, align it horizontally. This will align it to the center of the entire canvas. If you want to just nudge it a tiny bit for placement, these up, down, left, and right arrows will bump it. You can also just press up and down on the keyboard like I'm doing now if you want to hold it and move it a little bit. Obviously that will take the element away entirely, or you can quickly duplicate it if you are trying to do some design that looks weird like that. All of the fonts here didn't show that, but there are a multitude of these fonts. Down here at the bottom are the typical ones we use on a lot of our designs, this being one of the most popular. So you can pretty quickly change what the text and outline is with that.